Ryan was smart. Everyone knew it. But he still failed the exam that could have changed his life. And the reason wasn't intelligence. It was one word. Later, Ryan lived a normal life, but he carried a huge dream. He wanted to become a doctor, not for status, for meaning. His teachers said he had natural talent. His parents believed in him. Ryan believed it too. He thought, if I'm smart, I'll be fine. He thought potential was a guarantee. Then reality showed up in the form of distractions. Every time Ryan opened a book, his mind started running. Phone, notifications, just one video, just 5 minutes on Facebook, then daydreams, random thoughts, plans that never happened. He would sit at his desk and say the sentence that quietly destroys futures, "I'll do it later." And somehow, later never came. He wasn't lazy on purpose. He was just untrained. The scholarship exam was coming. If he won, his dream of medical school would become possible. If he failed, the road would get harder. Much harder. Ryan still believed talent would save him. So he studied when he felt like it. He crammed, he hoped, he guessed. Then the results came out. Ryan searched for his name. Once, twice. His heart started sinking before his eyes finished scanning. He failed. His friends, students who weren't as smart, passed with high marks. Teachers who used to praise Ryan now looked at him differently. Not angry, not yelling, just disappointment. That quiet look was worse than any punishment. That night, Ryan sat alone, staring at the same wall for hours, not crying loudly, just crushed quietly. He finally admitted the truth. He didn't lack intelligence. He lacked control. And in that silence, he realized one sentence that hit like a hammer. Talent without discipline is nothing. Not sometimes. Not maybe. Nothing. The next day, Ryan did something he had never done before. He asked for help. He heard about Coach Miller, an experienced PE teacher. But Coach Miller wasn't just about sports. People said unfocused kids became sharp around him, like their minds finally stopped shaking. Ryan found him near the playground and said, "Coach, I can't focus. Every time I study, my mind jumps everywhere. What do I do?" Coach Miller didn't lecture. He didn't shame him. He just smiled and said, "Controlling the mind isn't easy, Ryan. Come, let me show you something." Coach Miller took Ryan to the equipment room. He pulled out a toy bow and arrow. He set up a target board in the field. Then he handed the bow to Ryan. "Hit the center," Coach said. "Then I'll know how focused you really are." Ryan aimed. Shot. The arrow missed. Coach didn't react. He asked one simple question. "You were focusing on what?" Ryan blinked. "The board, but also the trees, the field, everything around me." Coach shook his head. "That's your real problem. A good athlete looks at one thing, the target. You looked at everything, so you hit nothing." Then Coach leaned closer and said the line Ryan would remember for years. "Your mind is doing the same thing. Phone, social media, YouTube, random thoughts. You're aiming at your dream while staring at distractions." Coach paused. "So I'll ask you again, Ryan. You were focusing on what?" And Ryan finally understood. Coach Miller said, "You don't need motivation. You need a system." Then he gave Ryan 4 rules, simple but brutal if ignored. Rule 1. Control your thoughts. When your mind runs away, pull it back immediately. Example. You notice drifting, you say, "This is study time. Back to the page." Rule 2. Build a routine. Same time, same place, same plan. Example. Study at 7 p.m. daily, even if you don't feel ready. Rule 3. Remove distractions before they remove your future. Don't resist your phone, hide it. Example. Put it in another room. Turn off notifications. No excuses. Rule 4. Practice every day. Discipline isn't a personality, it's a muscle. Example. Start with 25 minutes focused. Add 1% daily. Coach finished with one warning: Ryan, the mind is like a wild horse. If you don't train it, it drags you anywhere. But if you train it, it takes you exactly where you want. Ryan went home and changed his life in small, boring ways. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just consistent. He made a schedule and taped it to his wall. He studied at the same time every day, no debate, no negotiation. He turned off his phone, not silent, not face down, off, away, gone. The first week was painful. His brain screamed for stimulation. He'd read 2 lines and feel the urge to check something. Sometimes he failed. He picked up the phone. He lost 10 minutes, but then he remembered the target. He would whisper, "My goal is to become a doctor." Then he'd return. Some days he studied only 30 minutes, but it was 30 minutes of real focus. No scrolling, no half studying, no lying to himself. Week by week, something changed. The same boy who couldn't sit still for 10 minutes started studying for an hour, then 2. His mind didn't become quiet overnight. It became trained. A few months later, Ryan faced another major exam. This time, he didn't pray for luck. He trusted his habits. He walked in calm. Not because he was fearless, because he was prepared. When the results came out, Ryan looked for his name, and there it was. Not just passed, he ranked first place. For a second, he didn't even smile. He just breathed like someone who finally escaped a cage. A year later, Ryan stepped onto a stage and received his scholarship. He saw the crowd. He heard applause. But in his mind, he saw something else: a target in a field, a missed arrow, and a mentor asking, "You were focusing on what?" Ryan learned the truth. Most people learn too late. Smart is not rare. Potential is not special. But discipline is the difference. Because the world doesn't reward what you could do. It rewards what you do consistently. And Ryan kept one quote in his pocket forever: "You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits." Train your mind. Aim at one target. And stop living on the word later. If you've been telling yourself, "I'll do it later," comment "No more later" below. Subscribe for more stories that sharpen your mind, because your future deserves focus.